and there are certain limits things you can't say about people or their families or their pets. It's like, whoa, settle down. It's a sandwich.
Here we are in late March when the madness heats up. The Sweet 16, the Elite 8, the Final Four, and you know what I'm talking about. Beef Madness. Yes, the annual competition where 64 North Shore roast beef sandwiches square off in a single elimination tournament to determine the one beef that rules them all. With us live in Studio 3 is the founder of the Facebook group North Shore Beefs and the guy behind Beef Madness, the one and only Andy Kerg. Welcome, Andy.
Kerg, it's Ferg.
Ferg, the one and only Andy Ferg. Fergie. How did this thing? Where are we at in the 2026 Beef Madness? Where's the brackets at
Sweet
right
16
now?
right now.
So we're in the Sweet 16.
Yeah, 16 remain, and it'll resume tomorrow. We have 4 matchups tomorrow and 4 more on Sunday, so we'll be down to the Elite 8.
How contentious has it been this year?
So far, it's been kind of tame.
Yeah,
But because we're at that crazy level right now, where people are going to stop making choices, hard choices. They're 2 of their favorite places.
how do you set the bracket? Like, are you seeding it in your mind? Like, and is it you that's choosing the seeding? Like, how do we get the seeding set?
We didn't actually seed it this year because I figured out that people will vote for the lower number, the favorite, if you will, without knowing the correct answer.
Because they just like an underdog, which is that it?
Well, no. I think they want to be right.
Oh, you say the lower number, like the
higher seed.
So they're like, if this is
if it's a 1 versus a 4, obviously the 1's better, but it may not be better. It just might get reviewed more, and someone might like this. So this year I decided no more numbers, even though it is seeded, but there's no actual numbers. In my head, there are numbers. The 1 and the 2 are obvious, and then you mix it in the middle. But I set the whole thing up. I chose the 64 shops that got in because there are way more than 64 shops.
That's wild. That is wild that there's that many.
At this moment right now, not full-time, but available at some point in Reviewable on our app, because we have we have an app that if I Google in an iPhone, that is kind of like a Yelp or a One Bite app with Portnoy.
Yeah.
Where you can share your location and find out what the best shops are around you are.
What's the app called?
North Shore Beefs.
So North Shore Beefs, get the app if you're into the North Shore Beefs, and it's free. So
it's free.
if you got a phone, and I bet you do, get that app.
And there's no advertising yet either. It's just a pure app.
It's just for the love of the beef.
Right now, it's for the love of the beef. If we can get people to download the stupid thing, we might get. No, a buddy of mine worked really hard on it, made it so if you were to open your phone right now on the North Shore Beefs app, you could see the closest beef with the average score on the pin. So people review it, give it a number, score 1 through 10. So we basically took that app and all the Facebook reviews and all the Instagram influencer posts, and I kind of put them all together and decided these 64 shops are worthy. Like I was saying, though, on the app right now, there are 200 places that you could possibly get one of these, or at one point could have got one of these.
A couple of anonymous texts have come in. We got one person saying a Londy sandwich is truly a marvel of engineering. Another one says Mikey's roast beef in Beverly is great. So those are some name checkings going on right there.
So Londy's is as good as anybody. That's the top tier. They might win it this year. They've never won it, but it's a weird thing because the guy you had on with the Gondelman thing, Ted, that was talking, he owns Londy's for a little while, then sells them and starts a new one.
Yeah.
He's never actually had a shop long enough during Beef Madness to really make
to put the effort in. Yeah.
So now he has. So he's got a chance. Mikey's in Beverly is one of my favorite for like an old school, not newfangled, just a good working man's 3-way.
Nothing fancy, no bells, no whistles.
The Londy's you have to eat with like a towel over you.
The Londy's is insane.
Yeah.
It is a marvel of engineering. I think that's a good way to say it, because you're like, how is this physically possible?
You have to be like ready to have a food coma if you go there. You can't go there for like just a leisurely lunch on a Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah, you're listening to the Curiosity Desk on GBH. We're talking with Andy Ferg about the North Shore Beef Madness competition. Who's voting? Like, who's participating in this?
Facebook group members.
Yeah.
If you're part of the North Shore Beefs Facebook group,
how big is that group now?
We're about to hit 50,000.
That's wild.
If people could behave, it would be well over 50,000. But we have a lot of North Shore animals that
walk in the line.
Oh, they've ran through the line many times.
But that's part of the charm of the group, is it not?
Oh,
that's part of that's the ethos of the roast beef sandwich and the North Shore a little bit, is it not?
100%. But when we started the group, it was a small group of like-minded folk.
Yeah.
just busting each other's chops.
Yeah.
It kept getting bigger and bigger, and the attitude didn't change. So now it's 50,000 animals, and they all want to be the funniest guy in the room.
Yeah.
And they keep pushing the line to see how far they can go. And there are certain limits things you can't say about people or their families or their pets. It's like, whoa, settle down. It's a sandwich. So I've had to remove quite a few people from the group, threatening people, it's really crazy how wild it gets.
Do you engage often on the Facebook page?
A little too much,
You get in there?
A little too much sometimes.
Just up at night, late at night, just scrolling through.
I'm really, really good at being mean.
Yeah. One of your
And
special talents?
It's probably I think it might be my best talent. I was a decent athlete, but I'm way better at being mean than being athletic. And I just like this morning I got my personal page was we call it zucked.
Yeah.
I got a little suspension for 24 hours because I was.
Oh, that's beautiful. Do you? How many times have you been zucked?
Oh boy, that number is high. And that was a once a week thing a couple of years ago. They've limited the restrictions now. I don't know what changed, but they stopped really being aggressive with the restrictions.
What'd you get zucked for this morning?
I mean, I can't repeat it, but it was really aggressive, and I'm also a bit of a wordsmith.
Yeah.
I don't just go. I get into there with them. I would never. If this was on Sirius XM, and we could go anywhere, I could repeat it, and you would say, "Wow, that's mean." I said, "Yeah, it's pretty mean."
That's pretty mean. It's
pretty mean.
But I feel like. Do you feel like your best work is still ahead of you though?
For being mean?
Yeah.
I'm trying to lighten up a little bit because it's hard to do mainstream stuff when you're on there saying these awful things.
Yeah.
I remember when Chronicle hit me up, I'm like, "You want me on Chronicle? Are you sure?" And it was fine. It went great.
Yeah.
But like, I have these two, normal Andy and then this guy that does the Facebook group who eats sandwiches and says ridiculous things.
It's your alter ego.
It is.
But that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So, I mean, listen, to hear you talk about what this is, I mean, Beef Madness, you got 64 things that you're seeding in your head and you're like laying it out there. You got a Facebook group with tens of thousands of people on it. That is a significant time investment.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
What is it about this that you're so passionate about it?
One, the sandwich is my favorite sandwich. It was growing up, and how should I word this? I like being somebody.
Yeah,
I like
everybody
having
wants to be somebody.
Notoriety's awesome. I really again, it's like an ego thing. You go into a place and the owner knows me and 4 or 5 people in there know me.
Yeah.
I was doing something at Game On last night, some promo stuff. I'm like, this is cool.
Yeah.
It's just like it's good for your ego.
Yeah.
And I enjoy it, and I love running the tournament. It's a blast. People get mad, they get happy, they get controversy. And I just get to be the Geppetto, just running the puppets. It's fun.
How many years have you been doing the Beef Madness tournament?
We started in 2020, and the reason we started was March Madness, the college basketball, was canceled because of COVID.
Oh, right.
And I wanted a tournament because I love March Madness.
Okay.
It's my huge. Like,
You're just in.
I'm locked in, so I didn't have one. So I'm making my own.
There you
And
go.
I just did it, and it took off.
Nice. What's the hardest? What's legitimately the hardest part of keeping this whole operation afloat? Or is it like one of these things where you're like, I've never worked a day in my life because I love the work?
Monitoring the group's a pain.
Yeah.
Setting up Beef Madness. Well, luckily I have help. I'm not alone. I have one of my buddies, Matt. He sets up the spreadsheet for it because I'm not
inclined that way.
Yeah,
You're a wordsmith.
Yes,
You're not a
yes.
spreadsheet guy.
And he does a great job, and it comes out awesome. And when I was doing it on my own, it came out terrible. So a bunch of people helped me with that, especially Matt. But once it's set up, it's kind of autopilot. I set it up to the posts go up at a scheduled time, automatically at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. At 3 hours later, at 5 o'clock, I just delete it and screenshot it, and it flows through. And Matt helps me keep the brackets continuing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty much an autopilot right now. And the voting, I don't even vote. I just tally the votes and move on.
All right. Well, we are out of time, but I do want to ask you before we get, like, if you had to have one, you can only have one more roast beef sandwich in your life. Where are you getting it?
Easy answer would be Modern Butcher, but I'm going to Zeno's instead because Zeno's is my favorite before the group and currently.
There you go, Zeno's. All right, we've been speaking with Andy Kirk, the man behind 2026 Ferg, the man behind 2026 Beef Madness. Check out his Facebook group, North Shore Roast Beefs.